Welcome to Life Talk. I'm your host, Chris Brooks, and I'm excited and delighted to be a part of your day. Today's topic is entitled Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers. Our scripture text will be found in the book of Hebrews 12:1, where it says, "Let us lay aside every weight and the sin that does so easily beset us." It's talking about two things: weight and sin. Weight and sin. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin that does so easily beset us. In the Roman Empire, in the days of Paul, in the days of the apostles, they had gladiator sports. They were in the Roman Colosseum. They were track and field, and there were a lot of killings too. They had a maze in there, and they would put a criminal in there and set a lion loose, and they had to find his way to the criminal and eat him up. And people gloried in that kind of stuff, like almost like NFL. It's such a violent sport. People like that kind of stuff. But anyway, so track and field was a big deal for those folks back then, and it's still a big deal for us now. Now, all weight is not bad weight. It's like in Hollywood, Will Smith beefed up for a role in a movie about Muhammad Ali called Ali. He had to beef up for it. You know, they probably paid him $20 million for that role. I wish they might pay me $20 million. But anyway, so it's a big deal when you got to gain weight, because there's certain things you got to do to gain it. But to lose it is another whole different thing. I remember when I was in the United States Army, we carried around a lot of weight when we went on field maneuvers. We had a thing called TA-50, which we had a belt around our waist, and you had hand grenades and bullets, and then you had to carry an M16 rifle, machine gun, and then you had a rucksack on your back, which is like equivalent to a backpack people go to school with, children go to school with, and then even more, you had a duffel bag on your back, and it had everything in it. So you're carrying around about 70 or 80 pounds of excess weight around on you, but that's necessary weight. But when you're running in track and field, you're running 100 meters or the 5,000 meter marathon or the 4x100, things of that nature, you have to wear the minimal amount of clothes. You got to wear just your undergarment, your shorts, your shirt, and your cleats or your sneakers in order to run swiftly. Even the Apostle Paul said in previous scriptures, "They that run a race run all, only one receives the prize. You know, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." You have to run this race. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you have to govern yourselves accordingly if you're going to win this race. So he says, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that's so easy to beset us. Once again, I want to talk about three things. Number one, when you're watching sports, and we get ready to enter into the NBA season, we're in NFL season, we got preseason going on, and NBA season is to follow. Football and basketball is just a spectator sport. It starts out as a spectator sport with no emotion in it. You're not even into basketball, football, or Major League Baseball, or the National Hockey League. You're just watching. You know, you don't know anything about it. But then as television and society starts to sensationalize it,